Okay, next we're going to do a one-arm press-up. So take your kettlebell, and in 5 seconds, hitch it up to the shoulder, keep your elbow down, and then start pressing up. Remember posture. This one requires you engage your core again to prevent rotating laterally. What we call the frontal plane, side to side. Whew. 5 seconds. And switch. 30-second rest. We'll do the other arm. Got about 8 more exercises, so try and push through so you can get to the end of this, then have a nice cool down. Hitch it up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Five seconds. Next, we're going to take a single kettlebell and do an upright row after we catch our breath. Okay, 5 seconds. So hold the kettlebell about mid-chest to start, and then bring it down and up. Your elbows should flare out to where your hands and elbows end up at about the same level. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Next, we're going to do a goblet squat. Start off in the same position with the kettlebell between both hands and about mid-chest. Hold like this. I like to put my feet pretty wide apart and my toes pointed out. Begin. And I think I go deep enough when my forearms hit my thighs. And 5 seconds. And recover. Next, I'm going to do 2 kettlebells as a forward bent row. As opposed to a gorilla row, your legs are fairly straight. Keep your knees soft and go ahead and begin. And that's good. Next, we're going to try a one-leg deadlift with kettlebell. This requires a lot of balance. It's a pretty difficult move, That's a good one to finish on because you may not do that many reps. Okay, so my leg goes back, weight comes forward, and actually the weight's dropping pretty much straight down. I like to do this next to some platform in case I lose my balance. Okay. I'm going to switch to the other side. And my platform works nice for my 30-second rest. This will be our last exercise. And then go to your cool down, some stretching, rolling out, etc. And begin. Doesn't matter which arm holds the weight. You can switch them out, see if one works better for you. It's primarily an exercise for your glutes and your posterior chain. Okay. Oops. That completes the strengthening and cardio portion of this workout. It takes my internet almost a day or more to upload one of these videos to YouTube. So I'm going to hope you will engage in some core work, mat work, foam rolling, and stretching, and to finish out the workout. If I add that, it doubles the length, makes it a 2-day upload. So hope to see you again. Hope you enjoyed that workout. It was too easy. Increase the weight next time. And you can always cut down the rest interval, but I wouldn't go any shorter than probably a half of what the work interval is. So like 30-second work, 15-second rest. Have a great day. Next, we're going to do a one-arm deadlift. So feet are parallel, and we just use the same kettlebell and lift as we're doing a deadlift. And you start. Five seconds. Okay. Rest, grab a quick drink of water, and we'll do that with the other arm. I find it's hard to get my heart rate up towards maximum at 69 years old. We'll see if this workout can do it. Start in 3, 2, 1. One arm deadlift. Five seconds. And that's good. It's important to try and maintain proper form. If you lose form, probably best to rest for a couple seconds. Next, we'll move into a kettlebell swing, where we start with the kettlebell between our legs, and the power comes from a hip thrust rather than your arms. Start in 3, 2, 1. The kettlebell should really go no higher than your head. And you should feel this in your glutes and hamstrings. Those are the primary movers. 5 seconds. And rest. I'm going to follow that with a kettlebell snatch. One arm. Same start between the legs. Power the kettlebell up. And then let it drop basically vertically back to between the legs again. And we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Between the legs, up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll move over to the other arm. So far, it's been a good workout for me. I think I can manage this weight. I'll check my pulse at the end, see if I made it up to that high intensity level. By pulse. By breathing, start. Certainly. Five seconds. Let's pause now. Make sure you get a drink of water and come back in a couple minutes. So next, I'm going to grab one of my dumbbells, lay down on the platform, and we'll do one arm chest press for 30 seconds, 30-second rest, switch to the other arm. And begin. This is good in that it engages your core to prevent you from rotating. And that's one of the important core strengths. It's called anti-rotation. 5 seconds. And 30-second break. If you're new to these exercises, certainly start off with a fairly light weight. As you get more experience, you can increase that. Again, the kettlebells and dumbbells go anywhere from a couple pounds up to more than like 120 pounds. It can be pretty intense. We'll start the other side in 5 seconds. And begin. In 5 seconds. Okay, catch your breath. I'm going to move on to, we'll call it gorilla row, where you squat down, use a single kettlebell, and just switch sides. It's like a row, but your knees are significantly bent. Okay, go ahead and start, and just switch arms. Feet should be at least shoulder width apart. Your hips below your shoulders. Five seconds. I'm going to take the same weight and do a split squat, which is like a lunge position, just on one side, but your feet stay stable. And start in 5 seconds. And begin. You can add the row to this, but the primary movement is the squat component. Two seconds. And get ready to switch to the other side. Continue to breathe. 5 seconds. And squat, row. Five seconds. What the heck? Where are they going? So just start with some high knees. Again, this is just walking speed, just to get the blood flowing. You want to think about your posture. Stand up tall. Bring your shoulder blades down and together. Your chest forward. That'll open up your shoulders and prevent injuries. Also improve breathing. Want to engage your core, your back muscles. Have a nice tall posture. We can add some arm circles, just low level, palms down. As you get your warmed up, you can bring them up towards horizontal. But remember your posture. Keep those shoulders open with the chest pushed forward, shoulder blades down. You can lift to the side for a variation and reverse your arm circles. If you get tired, you can always just let your arms down. Let the blood flow back a little bit. And back to forward. Just do a front tap with your toes. I have my palms up, or at least pressed forward. And reverse your circles. And just roll one shoulder at a time backwards. Shoulders forwards. I like to do some trunk twists. You can let your head follow your shoulders, or if that makes you dizzy, you can just keep your head and your gaze forward and just let the shoulders and thoracic spine and your pelvis do the rotation. Okay, let's add some windmills. I like to start off just going as far as my knees, and as my body warms up, a little bit farther. Sometimes I can reach my toes, sometimes not. One more each side. Now, we should do a heel tap. You have to bend your supporting leg a little bit. That will start warming up quads. Then start with your right leg. Do a toe tap in front, tap to the side, tap back, and then front, side, back. And together and switch legs, front, side, and front. Our exertion level in this next series of exercises can get pretty high. Maybe 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10. The schedule is for 30 seconds rest. Feel free at any time to stop the tape, take a longer rest. Let your heart rate come down into a reasonable level to where your breathing is controlled. You can still talk maybe in a few words and then get back to it. I'm going to start off with pretty light weights, and make sure you have some water, towel, and a good attitude. See you in just a few seconds.